dad introduced me to this business, and I think it's a great opportunity. And I'm seriously considering joining and being a part of this and hitting the ground running.
What's your why?
I still haven't figured out my why yet, but I'm working on it. And
so what impresses you about the product and the company so far?
Well, I think it's a great business opportunity for someone of my age.
And you're 19 years old, right?
Yes, I'm 19 years old. And something this momentous could be very productive for me. I think it'd be a great opportunity.
My name is Mitch Lyman. I'm a VANTAGE distributor. I'm a Pro 5 and been in for about 2 years now. The reason I'm in is just because I've caught the big picture of what this is going to mean in my life as far as establishing success and wealth. I'm not necessarily money focused. I don't feel like I need to be rich, but I do want to make sure that I and my family are
Well, tell my daughter what a Pro 5 makes per month.
A Pro 5,
give range.
I'm in the 1,500 range. It's still...
That's okay.
Yeah.
So $1,500 a month.
Yeah,
doing something fun.
There's a pretty big range for Pro 5.
No, I know, I get it, but that's good.
But it's $1,500 extra on top of my real job.
Absolutely.
And on top of my wife's real job.
Right.
But I know that I'm establishing a situation where very quickly here within the next couple months, my wife's never going to have to work again.
Nice.
And soon after that, I won't have to if I don't want to. If I find something that I want to do, I'll do that. But I feel like I won't be in a situation where I have to.
And has Protanum done anything in terms of personally, in terms of how you feel?
For me personally, yeah, I did. At first, I kind of thought there wasn't anything going on, but then when I actually stopped to think about it, I did have more energy. I did, and then for me, the other thing was athletic recovery. Like if I go to the gym and stuff, I'm really not sore anymore after I work out, which was kind of weird. I mean, I'm still young. I mean, I'm 29. It's not like I have all these ailments.
Well, you're my age, and so I mean, I can relate to you.
I was still sore after I would work out, and that's not the case anymore. So, but as far as the product goes, my personal testimony comes more from the people that I've seen help and the way that it's touched their lives, and that's really great to see.
That's great.
So,
thanks so much.
Hi, I'm Jan Tabor. I am the Communications Director at the California State Senate for the Senate Republican Caucus. I'm also an independent distributor for VANTAGE. I started taking Protandim a little over 2 years ago, and I didn't have any expectation that I would see any results. I'm very healthy, but what showed up in about 3 weeks, I noticed that my hair had been falling out, and I noticed that my hair was no longer falling out, and in fact, I started growing new hair, which was very exciting. And the perimenopausal symptoms that I was having, night sweats, really bad hormonal swings, all of that after about 4 weeks, I noticed had basically gone away with very few symptoms. It really phenomenally changed my life because I would have about a week of time every month where I was completely miserable and had a very hard time just functioning. So for me, the unexpected results were phenomenal, and I feel great, I sleep well, I have an incredible amount of energy, and I will never stop taking Protandim. I've been involved in the company since pre-launch, which means before the company even had product to provide through the network marketing model. Jason Domingo, who is at the top level of the company, he's the top distributor in the company, is a friend of mine. I've known him for probably 15 years or more. They had to take me out to an intervention lunch because I swore I would never do another network marketing company.
And why? What kind of experiences did you have?
I found companies that didn't have integrity, they didn't have a good compensation plan, they didn't have an exclusive product that nobody else had. I understood the model, I understand network marketing and the power that it has for duplicating and creating wealth, but we just didn't have the right company, and I, at that point, hadn't realized that. So I trust and know Jason. He's been in this business for years, and he's made millions of dollars in network marketing, so I trusted him, but I hadn't yet seen the video. When I said, sure, why don't we sign up, my husband says, well, we already have, go home and watch the video. When I went home and watched the video, I come from broadcast journalism. I'm a former broadcast journalist, I'm a former investigative reporter. And when I saw that video, it blew me away. It blew me away for a number of reasons. One, there is no other company in network marketing that has that kind of third-party endorsement. There's nobody who has the kind of credibility that an AP primetime investigative report has. And so I knew that that was true because I know the amount of investigation and vetting that ABC had to do before they actually ran that story. So I was
As
very
a professional
excited.
yourself.
Yeah,
you know
as somebody who's been in that business. I know they wouldn't have run that story if what they said wasn't the case and they hadn't confirmed it on a number of levels.
Well, also, a lot of times they go in there to actually try to expose things
That was the
aren't
whole
correct.
point.
Exactly,
You
right.
you rarely ever do you see
Right.
an investigative report that shows that something actually works. 99% of the time it's something that
That's
doesn't
right.
work. And what I also saw is that what I was excited about is that this is an exclusive product and one that's going to make a real difference in people's lives in terms of their longevity. You know, I don't plan to be old and in diapers, and so I was very excited about this product because I know it's going to prevent
Well, you are
disease.
29, so you got a
I
long
am
way
only
to go.
29, that's right, 29 forever. So that's why I got excited, and that's why when I swore I would never do another network marketing business, I'd never be involved in another one, I am now fully in. I am all in. This company has everything that you would look for in a network marketing company. It has corporate structure that is professional and has deep integrity. It has an exclusive product. It is right on with the trends right now with health and the antioxidant myth. It's got an unbelievable compensation plan, and it's got a team of people, a duplication system that is so simple that my 10-year-old literally makes calls. He is a distributor. He doesn't have a number because he's not old enough, but my 10-year-old can do this business. So if my 10-year-old can do this business, anybody can do this business. I'm the author of Moving Providence, a Formula for Creating an Extraordinary Life. I wrote the book in 2002. I wrote and self-published it in 6 months. And I did it by following my own formula. And what I talk about is vibrant vision and pyromaniacal passion and bold belief and complete commitment and radical risk and audacious action and impeccable integrity and total trust in the creative process. And what the book is about is how to have what you want and have it right now. And how I discovered this formula is because patience has never been one of my virtues. I wanted to get rid of the someday syndrome. You know, the someday my prince will come thing, you know, someday I'll have, you know, the body I love, someday I'll be rich, someday I'll have a career that fulfills me, someday I'll have a beautiful family, someday I'll live in my dream house and drive my dream car, you know, someday I'm going to give back to the community, you know, that someday, someday, someday. And so because of my impatience, wanting to have what I want and have it now, I somehow stumbled on this formula, and I share that in the book. And I share really amazing, inspiring stories of the people who represent each one of the elements of the Moving Providence formula. And what you get out of the book is that you don't have to be smart, you don't have to be rich, you don't have to be privileged. You can be anybody, and you can create the life that you love and live an extraordinary life. And that's what the book is about.
Great. And how can people get access to that? Do you have a website, email
The book
address?
is available on Amazon.com.
Great. Very good. Thanks so much, Dan.
You're welcome.
Hey, I'm Tony Estigoy. I'm an independent distributor with VANTAGE.
So tell me a little bit about the story. You and your wife was telling me about you started back 2 years ago, pre-launch. Tell us a little bit of history about that.
Well, I'll tell you, back in March of '09 is when I first heard about this company. I was very blessed to know.
So how'd you hear from who, what?
Mike Lyman introduced it to me while we were having lunch at Chipotle. He said, hey, I've got something you got to take a look at. He says, I think it's something we've been looking for because it'd been a couple
Long-term
of years.
friend or something, business partner?
Mike Lyman and I have known each other for 13, 14 years now.
Nice.
We've done some business in the past.
Okay.
And
What
then-
kind of business? Other direct marketing? Or?
Yeah, other direct selling companies.
Okay.
And prior to March of '09, we were actually out of the game for about 3 years.
And what were some of the issues in terms of your other types of businesses there in terms of not providing you the kind of the wishes or the goals and dreams that you might have had?
Well, it wasn't necessarily the dreams and the goals, because that I had.
Okay.
So those were all internal. But what I didn't have was the vehicle that was going to help me get to that point.
Got it.
And although I did help another company grow pretty fast, unfortunately they were underfunded and they collapsed. And
What company was that?
I don't want to talk about the previous company.
You're just among friends.
Yeah, I got you. No, we're not.
No, I want to do it. That's okay. No,
we
no.
won't go there. But what I will tell you this is that when you finally find the right company and it has the key components for everything that you believe a company should be, then you have the right vehicle to get your goals and your
So
dreams.
what are the criteria in terms of why this company, LifeVantage, is different than some of the other? What are those factors in terms of making it unique from your perspective?
Well, let's talk about uniqueness since you kind of brought that up. First of all, we'll talk about the product Pro Tandem. It is a category-creating, game-changing product. There's nothing else like it that we know of in the world that does what it does. So the product stands alone. That's key. It's not a me-too product. I'm not going to go to Walmart or Costco or find it on the shelves. This is a product that has to be purchased through me. So there's something exclusive there. I like the uniqueness of the product, and then you got to take a look at what the leadership is. You know, there's a lot of different people in this industry, and some of them just don't have the integrity that you'd like to see in this type of or in this industry, I should say. I'm sorry that I'm kind of repeating words there, but the fact of the matter is when you understand integrity and you understand when leadership has that component, you're in the right place. You know, you're going to build a culture that's motivated and motivating. You're going to get the leadership that you want because they're going to be drawn towards you, and so that makes it a lot easier. And then you take a look at where you are in the marketplace. What timing do you have? Well, we're in a $30 billion a year industry in the antioxidant market, and we've just made that whole market obsolete with our product. So we're going to shift a $30 billion market with our product called Protandim.
You've been with other type of companies in terms of compensation plans. How is this like VANTAGE unique or special in terms of that?
You know, this is probably the best compensation plan I've ever been involved with, and you know.
And how many other businesses? You don't have to name them, but how many other?
You know,
multi-level direct marketing. They've changed the name over the year.
Well, you know, multi-level marketing, network marketing, relationship marketing, you can call it whatever you want, but the fact of the matter is it's all the same. It is network marketing, and you're in the network marketing industry.
Right.
I'm not a guy that jumped around. I get involved in something because I had a belief in it at one point.
Sure.
I think in my 14, 15 years of history in this industry, I think I've been with 5 companies. This is probably my 5th and my last.
Got it. So, but go ahead, compare in terms of compensation plan.
Honestly, there is no comparison. You know, I've been in companies that had binaries, which you know they're not very effective in my opinion. The compensation plan that we have is a unilevel. It's a dynamically compressed 9-deep unilevel. Which means all the world because everything compresses from the bottom up, and that is a big difference in network marketing. And you know, I'm not just saying this. This is what's said, and we have the #1 ranked comp plan in the industry. So, pretty powerful place.
Tony, thanks so much for sharing your time with me.
Thanks, buddy.